Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm JD Fiscus, and today what we're going to be doing is continuing our journey into how we can build a sales pipeline, specifically using Claude, and this time we're actually going to connect to a CRM and do some personalization on a particular client or prospect. Remember that you can sign up for the Vibe Coding Retreat community, which is a link down below. That'll give you access to different challenges as well as courses and resources as we continue to grow the community. With that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually see how we can get either client information or different types of connectors that go beyond just getting us the information. So far we've looked at some notes. We were able to pull those notes into context. And now what we want to do is we want to act on those notes or potentially reach out to a client. And so if we go back down to here, you can click on Tools. If you scroll all the way up, you have this Manage Connectors or Add Connectors. We're going to go ahead and click Add Connectors. And what we're seeing is that there's multiple different types of connectors. So we have all of these web connectors that are pre-built, and there's desktop connectors, which can do things like read and send iMessages. We can control Chrome, so we can actually launch from Chrome to go out to a browser and read from that browser. We can do things like Airtable, Stripe. There's all different kinds of things that we can do inside of these different connectors. If we were thinking about sales, we could put together a pitch deck. We can read our email, summarize what's going on. So this is a great one for saving some time. If you have meeting notes, you can use Fireflies, connect to that, pull in the conversation that you might have had with a particular client. You can set a calendar invite. You can connect to your CRM. You can even make video. So what we're going to do is we're just going to connect to HubSpot. This is our CRM. We're going to take this, and as you can see, it's going to launch again and take us into our HubSpot account. So we're going into our CRM. Real quick, everyone, if you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. We also have the Vibe Coding Retreat, which allows you to have different accesses to the community as well as personalized training. With that, let's get back to it. And we're going to connect. And it looks like I need to sign in. I'll go ahead and pause and click Remember Me and sign in. And there we go. And skip. All right. So, wow, this is a lot more steps than I expected, but we're finally at that Claude Connect app. So now we're connected. As you can see, it pulled me into a new chat. Let's just double check and see that we have our tools. Make sure that it connected correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our document that we tried yesterday. And now we can see that our HubSpot is connected. So again, I went to the tools. You can see right here, it has the number of tools. So let's go ahead and take a look at what those are. So in here, it has a list of things. So we can search properties, we can search properties, we can search different CRM objects, we can get user details. We can't necessarily access campaigns or anything like that. But what I want to do is I want to pull in context from a particular client. So I'm going to go back and I just want to see what clients I have out there. So we're going to look for Brian Halligan. This is just a test user. We're going to try and get some information from him. So we'll just say get info. We'll just say HubSpot. I like to be specific. And let's see what it can pull back. So now it's searching, it's looking for user details. It knows that it can access. It found Brian Halligan. It's now pulling back the Brian Halligan information. Cool. So we have information about the last time we talked to this person, and we are able to now put together specifically an email and draft this out, right? So this is really important because what we're doing is we're adding context to our chat. So now we have a few different things. We have our notes, we have our user, and we have the ability to go ahead and draft an email. So what we're gonna, or we could even say like, how could I pitch this person? So if they have a very strong lead, is unworked, some activity in here, marketable, just simple, different kind of information, source, offline API, we could actually go out and try and get different information about this by either scraping or asking it to search. So we're going to say, we're going to use the web search, and we're going to say, get me information, info from there. We'll just say lead. Search for things to pitch. Right now it doesn't have any context of what I'm selling, so I'm selling vibe coding retreat.com. So now we're going to have it go out and actually search the web, trying to get us some information on how we can actually pull this back. And then what we can do is we could actually connect to another Claude connector and put this information together. So right now we're searching the web. So let's see what he's currently interested in. It's finding climate tech. It's gone out to my website. It's now putting together a pitch. Again, each one of these things is an artifact. So now we're putting together this pitch. You can see that it's actually putting together this pitch here, and it's coming with different angles. All of these things, again, are in our context. So now we can take this information and we can actually draft a message, which it's already doing. So it put together a LinkedIn message. This is pretty long. I wouldn't actually do this as a LinkedIn message, and a follow-up message. And I would probably get this and say that I want to put these together as an email. And so what we're going to do in the next one is we're going to actually put together an email, but we're also going to put together an interactive experience for the user. So what I'd like you to try is go ahead and find a connection that you would like. So one of these connectors, if this CRM doesn't work for you, we are going to use the Google Gmail. Monday is another one that you can kind of pull, or if you have Notion information, try one of these connectors and let's see if we can get more context into our sales pitch.